Yeah, Martin O'Neill, we're thankful that Martin was able to come in yesterday, and he took time and he gave us a good presentation, a good insight into how he's developed his own career, and then all the candidates were asking questions and answers of him that they really would have got an awful lot from, and as I said, a really good insight from all his experiences, from his trials and tribulations, I suppose, over what he spoke about was a 20-year management career. The current pro licence group is the fourth pro licence group that we've ran. We've currently graduated 49 candidates through the first three pro licence courses. So this is the fourth group. As I say, there's 17 on the course. Many of them from our own underage international structures and obviously the League of Ireland as well. So really they cover things such as business management, on-the-field coaching, working with the backroom staff, how to delegate tasks to the backroom staff, their own administration skills, their own profile, how to deal with their profile, for example CV writing, how to self-assess, look at themselves, realise where their skill sets may be falling down and how to develop that. We visit overseas clubs also to have a look and see what they're doing and benchmark against those overseas clubs. We're fortunate enough that we're going to a UEFA student exchange programme as well, where UEFA will deliver the course for us over in Nyon in Switzerland, along with 3 other countries, so they'll be able to share ideas with candidates from 3 other national associations. He touched on crisis management. Crisis management was one that he touched on, about how to deal with a crisis. You know, when you're at times when you're getting beat, how do you deal with your backroom team? How do you deal with the playing staff at times if you're going through those kind of bad spells? How do you deal with the bigger personalities in the dressing room? You know, perhaps the egos that are involved in there. He also spoke about, you know, trying to work as best you possibly can with your board to try and get what you need for your playing staff and your backroom team. So that was just 3 of the subjects that he spoke about. Yeah, well, I mean, you've got the likes of Paul Clement, who's probably the biggest success story. Paul Clement's currently Ancelotti's assistant at Real Madrid. Pat Fenlon was over at Hibernian recently, Hibernian Football Club in Scotland, before he returned. You've also got the likes of Paul Doolan, who's now our own under-19 manager now. Noel King was obviously interim charge with the senior international squad, current under-21 manager. So there's a good list there. Guys like Curtis Fleming, who are, you know, ex-internationalists of ours. Curtis is, you know, assistant manager at Bolton Wanderers now. So you've got a good list there of where people have went on to, and you know, the success that they've gained since graduating from the pro licence. Yeah, they're on the course. The course curriculum itself runs for 18 months, and that's us bringing them in basically for 2 or 3 day slots over that period of 18 months. There's 8 what we call seminars of those 3 days, and also the overseas visit and the UEFA student exchange programme that I spoke about earlier. So it's quite a long time. As well as that, the tutors, Noel King and Rude Doctor, will go out and visit them at their clubs to see how they're working at their clubs, and there'll be tutorial groups come together regionally. So for example, there'll be a group in the northwest of the country, a group in the south of the country, and then 2 groups in Dublin that will all meet independently of each other as they go throughout the course.